You are watching Liberty Online TV.
As people, it seems as if we not even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring West come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those South Salon they want a toll tax, and a toll tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of One on One, where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV. As una know, this na program where Liberty Online TV can do, so we can do follow up on issue and topic where we can don discuss na the breakfast show. And the theme we will be look at na this morning breakfast show na corruption and how the Anti-Corruption Commission done the work for fight against corruption. As Saturday, December 9, na International Anti-Corruption Day. Well, we will continue with the conversation on corruption and the fights na Salon Sofa under the leadership of Francis Ben Kaifala. And me will present this edition of One on One to Una. Na Mabel Kabadi say good evening and relax as you know more about corruption at this edition of One on One. And at the studio with me, I want to welcome Sylvanus Blake, we are the Public Relations Officer for the Anti-Corruption Commission. Good evening and welcome to One on One.
Good evening, Mabel, and thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
As I don't tell the viewers them, Saturday, December 9, the Commission, they join other commissions then at the world for member International Anti-Corruption Day. And under the leadership of Francis Ben Kaifala, it been done in 5 years and don't begin another after where the presidents be renew an appointment. What's on the happen now the Anti-Corruption Commission under his leadership?
Thank you very much. A lot don't they happen, you know, like we rightly say, we don't do in first 5 years, and now a day in second 5 years. I think that the first and only commissioner out of the 6 we don't get since they established ACC 23 years ago. We don't complete in tenure and get another. And you will clearly see that they indicate trust and confidence with His Excellency the President reposing them and informed by the gains we make in his first 5 years. So in the first 5 years of Francis Ben Kaifala in tenure, we see a lot change in the fight against corruption, beginning from the position of the Anti-Corruption Commission itself. Trade, the ACC has been an institution where people not been believe themselves they doing job that much. A lot of criticisms been there out there about we not been, for example, we can't to recoveries no more in the past 5 years. And more than all the recoveries the ACC been done do 17 years before Ben came into office, put together. Talk about over 40 billion. The magnitude of cases who charged to court, conviction rate who secure, the way we do corruption prevention work and all, it improve a lot over the past 5 years. And then they make we continue for score high in all of the international indexes, and we assess country them for sake of the fight we all the fight corruption. So in first 5 years, we not win the war against corruption, even after we not win it. But we don't certainly distinguish ourselves as a nation. We're serious for fight corruption and we're committed to the fight against corruption.
So as you say, on don't they make numerous efforts for fight against corruption. How you go describe the kind of progress, if any? Any indicators they will show say Salon don't make progress on the fight against corruption under Francis Ben Kaifala?
Sure, plenty indicators are there. Maybe plenty indicators beginning from, I don't know if you want for going to the international indexes, beginning from the posture of the commission itself. Where Ben came after we first public event was we bring PLO Lumumba after the president appointed in June 2018. Bring PLO Lumumba in December for mark the same International Anti-Corruption Day. And PLO Lumumba where he comes alone, we will go for big college. Francis been draw the line, talk and clearly say today we don't draw the line on corruption, and we compatriot them. We go cross that line. We go take the fight against corruption to them in a fair but very fierce manner. And what has happened ever since he make that kind of comment? In the past 5 years plus, no one corruption allegation or the Mabel in this country, we Anti-Corruption Commission not do something about it by way of either investigating or doing a probe. To as high as probing Parliament, we've never done that. And now in fact, I don't think if Africa country done we don't probe the entirety of in own Parliament and come and say, some MPs receive constituency development fund they not sign for. Some for go rent office they not rent, and therefore we suspect say a lot they go wrong, and we dey work with Parliament for put best practices in place. We probe the office of the First Lady. We don't investigate all manner of people. That is one indicator that we now have an anti-corruption commission with knowing job, ready and willing for doing. And it come out to that one day with corruption prevention drive. It does so increase that we get over 370 recommended best practices for all MDAs in this country. And now we don't escalate into a level where we now monitor the compliance to implementing those recommendations. We're really critical. And if we find out say someday we're not compliant, we they invoke non-compliant sanctions, where they target the leadership of that MDA and punish them by imposing a fine and then publishing the person name now with press release and all over the media say we want and may not take. It come out to that one day. We relationships with even institution them inside Sierra Leone, where we call partners, the media, the civil society, institution and we're dedicated to the fight against corruption. It is at its best. Trust there between when we partners. No media house, not the way they reach out to ACC for information. We will come back and say, no, then they hide from we, then they close their doors. As we can hear, where the media, the freedom of right to access information commission. No ever write ACC for giving instruction for release information to anybody. So meaning, how will they do we work? The part of them where the public for know, they know. We not only rely on how we they go talk am, because maybe somebody go say na propaganda, we Blake come, we can't talk fine. But if any journalist interested in the story, you can come. You want interview from commissioner, take candle, they are available. And that's one way we don't ever maintain some amount of public confidence and public trust. Because by the time we begin this, we don't talk am. We conclude we don't talk am. It come out to that one day, of course, internationally, they see the kind of visitors who they receive, where they come for sign MOU with we and understudy we. Nobody know they go understudy failure. Pass if you know one fail. But when you really know one fail, now that don't pass, now you dey watch. So LACC, Liberia, then come. They understudy we how we defeat corruption. We sign MOU with them. And not tap they invite we go Liberia. Guinea Anti-Corruption Commission come. Gambia come. The list goes on.
With their indicators and the way you don't highlight, say nothing the way they show say progress, say and effects against corruption. I'm bringing out to the issue of corruption and politics. How the Anti-Corruption Commission they manage these two. I refer you again to the leadership of the commission. We all know Francis Benkaifala before he take up that position they as commissioner and ACC. We know how vocal it been there na the Renaissance movement when they made pick up issues them of a national interest. And since it come up as commissioner and the Anti-Corruption Commission, we all know say that particular route the way they take, they don't change. So how on the effects corruption and draw the line from politics?
The safest and cleanest way for draw that line. No anti-corruption will come out not into active politics. That's a sure fact. You see one, make law we know. Then we'll relieve them of in duty. like that Renaissance movement where you talk about, Ben was not a public officer at that time. He was doing that in his personal capacity. Now he's a public officer, he gets a job for do. You know, we left that job, they go and do advocacy in a radio. If you want to advocate now on corruption, he's now tied to a specific duty where he owed the people of Sierra Leone by taking up the offer of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio, say, come lead one permit, fetch them more on wage when at the fight against corruption. So he's not that maybe he still get appetite for being an activist, but he's precluded because he go now only do in activism by saving this nation from corruption. He's limited. Even if you go church service, it go take time until they talk. Now the kind of restriction that way we all dey under as public officers. And once you don't take up that duty, you get for do the duty where you don't take up. What we they do, we work. We they try as much as possible for stay away from politics. Because one part the people who they investigate, of course, now politicians and their supporters. All politicians, when they they in power, majority they turn public officers because now then they take the appointments.
And the hierarchy of the commission itself now political appointments.
That is what the law says. Until it is changed, maybe we
so
can't do anything.
How they manage the two, not considering you biting the finger that feeds you, but also taking into consideration, say, you are here to fight for the people.
So it is like that. And even the greatest democracy is America. Judges, now the Supreme Court, now president, they appoint them. Congress approve them. It's like that. The Constitution says, now so it for be. Now, because my government form we, no means say if corruption dey in government circles, we not for act. If we do that, we don't undermine government as well. Now when government one fight corruption, now when His Excellency say where I come my power and they wage 3 war, one pan then war them now on corruption. Now make them establish ACC. Now make them they give we taxpayers their money. Now that make them build office for we provide furniture, give we vehicles. So they already know say we are there to do our job. And we are allowed to do our job. If we not do them equally, you go see them go sack the leadership of the ACC. Government no say the work way they do for the people of Sierra Leone, corruption will happen inside it. Then go give contractor money, not agree to the work. Then go give institution money for award contract, not agree award. And these are all part members of government. So they establish institution for take care of them. And that's the job we are doing. So I will go ensure we do that by not being influenced politically. Now for just keep your eyes on the ball and do the job. For example, when we do the probe into the issue of them giving monies to the First Lady office, a lot of people been say, why when I investigate this, when I not charged to court? Why when I expand them to period them before Madam Fatima? When they do investigation now for no what thing happen, when it begin happen, how it been they happen.
That's what they do for all investigations.
All investigations. You get to know the genesis. You think what can say this person, we don't know instances all the investigated, one part the recoveries will do in the 2021 audit report. We get for do with this agriculture project, AVDP, agricultural value chain, something. In the audit report, now less than $1 billion them before pay. When we probe, we find out now over 2 billion, and we order them pay. Because then go calculate the withholding tax with them for court on the consultants them at 5%. And if the consultants, the tax regime say 10%. So we show them no. If not even 5%, even the 5% will not be the pay to government. But not even 5% will not be for pay. Now 10%, look the law. So we calculate the 10%, then we recover them and pay. So every investigation, we dey escalate them for know when this thing begin happen. Sometimes they go say, the camera we lost na Liberty TV studio, na Blake Tifa, and na one camera. If you investigate or come, now only Blake you talk to on one camera. What if in fact all the other camera they own are getting an empty cartoon day, they don't pull all inside? So the duty and business of an investigator now forgo into the genesis. Now like when you go see your doctor, maybe you might be feeling your neck cold and you feel say na malaria. Your doctor they listen to you, but when they prescribe examination for you, If they go beyond what you say, because he want to know exactly what happened, and then he go able to address them appropriately. So like what can you say with the probe? Then we they go far beyond. Like for example, the most recent probe, Jaya Kaikai. Like, hey, but the Montcard and this, easy for proof. You don't even understand. We even therefore go beyond the Motoka because the issue concern gift. For no who that give the gift, why he give the gift, when the gift then come. Making mention of that particular case, say we wanna investigate so now, and you say una can normally the probe. I got your attention to one of the things that will be discussed at the breakfast show this morning, as to how the Anti-Corruption Commission they take up issues then. We've been discussing this morning at the breakfast show. You've been saying the commission not just wait for take up issue within a social media or something where they go viral, where people just don't pick up as topic then wanna jump into them. This particular incident where you make mention of, in this case, who wanna they investigate the former chief immigration officer of where now but give to a receive the same way in been chief immigration officer. How often the commission don't they look into that kind of matter than they we not to pass it happen, say the public don't flag them, because this we all know say una take up the investigation where been going to parliament.
Sure.
How often una can take up that kind of issue of people receiving gifts whilst in the serve?
We get the law in the first place. Section 51, we prescribe voting for happen to gift, and 47, we say if you received gift for corrupt purpose, na corruption offense. So we don't remind public officers of that law. Say not receive gifts when you know saying the purpose now for corrupt you. Therefore, under section 51, for let you know get involved. Any gift you get to the tune of 5 million old leons or 5,000 new leons from one source, record them at a gift register at your office and make you record them equally in your asset declaration. Not to let you give the gift to your boss or you give the gift to anti-corruption. No. But tell we say, where I go Liberty TV on interview, then gift me a kind of cup, we get the logo and all. Then everybody will know say now TV program you go. And not to be influenced, the one influence you. So that are the safety catch for public officers. Because we know we can't stop people completely not do person good. No, no person do you good, let it be complete good. Let it not do you good because he want for influence your decision tomorrow. That in section 47 they are against.
Anybody don't ever feel that gift registered way in a public official?
Yes, some people they do. Some institutions they maintain them. And I may be pull that public notice for one. Like we will get them. If I make sometimes they book the flop una overturn them. And it behove you because na safety for you. If me gonna go indicate I'm a gift register, what if somebody don't give me as gift and who say give me? Something after 1 year and I may issue the prop up. I will just go na that record and say, oh, I'll be record Anaya. And this person give me an be for this reason, and the relationship is between me and that person.
All right, Sylvanus, I come back to you just now. If you just stay tuned, you watch the Liberty one-on-one, and today we sit down with the public relations officer at the Anti-Corruption Commission. We talk about how the commission don't defeat corruption. Make sure so you do up your comments at the comment section and share and like all the Liberty online platform them. We continue with the conversation and still on the issue of government workman them and gifts. Since I don't want to say the creation of the Anti-Corruption Commission, but inside the past 5-6 years, through all the one that we don't get gifts where they work for governments, don't fill that register for say na gift this one gets what go work as so side or what they na the capacity as so person.
I can't say that. I'm not able to confirm that because the gift register is maintained by the institutions.
But they all get that registered.
In fact, they're not getting na non-compliant issue. Remember, I've been talking at the morning show, say we don't launch the scorecard for MDAs. So we get for do monitoring on compliance. Gift register now one. If you be done the operator, we go see the pages, we go see how it did. You know go open and this today, then you record what it done they happen 5, 4, 3, 2 years back. We will know. So we don't take up these issues with them. And we can monitor.
So now, on our interest from this former chief immigration officer in your case, we make on not be done the monitor for know if people don't feel that gift register, but as soon as an issue come up in Parliament, the Anti-Corruption Commission take out.
Yeah,
Not because of him. Now the issue. If not anybody, the same thing will do now they do.
But I've not ever done before.
We don't investigate people on gifts. Now the opportunity for arise. You see the law, some laws are latent. The law on the regulatory offenses, now latent law. Then we say no drive without license. The policeman go tinap you, they drive, one day check you, now one day go flag you, say will you license. If you don't have it, then you commit an offense. The law say all offices for maintain, public offices for maintain gift register. That is the law. If you maintain that, you don't comply. If you don't maintain that, non-compliant. The moment where they go ask you where you gift register, ain't no day, you the head of entity, don't flout the law. So we no need for the go every day in our public offices for acts or gift register. But in an event, we want for take action on that. We don't need for remind you. We can walk into any MDA today and say, where are your gift registers? These are requirements. They on we. Not to like you get for be reminded or encouraged. The part of an however where we get authority over are the asset declaration. Because the same law say you for declare, I think subsection 3 of section 51 say you for declare that you give to a receive to the tune of 5 million inside your annual asset declaration. So what will they do? Now we don't 2019 will be succeed for make the asset declaration regime every 2 years. So when they declare 2022, the whole of this 2023 will be they do profiling for try for analyze. Now we will know defaulters and send default warning caution. Say anybody don't come declare and comply, we will make them stop you salary.
So now therefore we go check now for the gift registered in our government.
We have to do that. Once we begin monitor on the scorecard, gift register and one pan indicators will they monitor.
Still on the issue of during critical period, we all know what's happened during the Ebola, the COVID, and other national disaster that will be done they happen. And we take this particular attempted coup now, where majority of people in governance now they face this attempted coup investigation don't they go on, but also normal government's work they go on. Now within the critical period there, plenty people and some of the MDs then can use opportunity for involve pan corrupt practice, say, oh, na emergency term that day, so I'll not be able to do this. Especially when it comes to procurement, when I plenty term, na day the thing that can happen when a corrupt practice. What in the commission they do currently for ensure say in as much as the larger parts of government they fight this attempted coup, they do investigation on all, but the rest of mankind not just they under, they do waiting they want for do, they involve pan alleged corrupt practice them, say because this na period where the country they try for stabilize security.
If anybody take advantage of the fact say we been don't face an unfortunate attempt for overthrow a legitimately elected government, we just don't get a second mandate from the people of Sierra Leone, you are doing it at your own detriment. I agree with you, Mabel. People go make use of them situation here for defraud the state, but they will pay. If we get a wind of that, we are coming for you. Even in emergencies, when you they do procurement, if they say let you know do the full procurement cycle, then they officially give you the power. In a letter say you are exempted, you can do sole sourcing. So you know just go grab, because in an emergency like this, yesterday we don't bury 17 of we compatriots them with bad people make them don't left planet Earth before the time when them be supposed for left. Because some people think they will take power by force. Even when they know now how did they get power in this country. From village headman, community headman, to councillor, MP, mayor, council chairman, everybody know how to get power in this country. Go to the people, let them give them mandate. You don't take guns to take power. So that should not be used. It's an unfortunate, painful situation. Yesterday, following that funeral, state funeral, I was like, how this home is going to fear on? The breadwinners are dead. They don't die out of carelessness, defending with sovereignty and with democracy. But God will give them family, then they respite, and God will take care of them. We stand with them. And nobody will use this scenario for can begin, go do corruption. That would be double unfortunate. So nothing has been suspended. Public institutions are working the way they are supposed to work, and the way they're supposed to work, now the way the law say maybe. Anybody do what in the law not give you? You know, when people can do something, oh, bring you at the office. Why you do this? Now would they ask? And if you're not really able to explain or convince we, then you go do what you're supposed to do. They hold you accountable. So we not wish for let this lead to that. But like what you rightly say, a good law talk about and let people know say, not a holiday we do for let people not regard policies and procedures.
So as Salon they join other countries them for member International Anti-Corruption Day, waiting at the highlights them for 2023 and the fight against corruption.
2023 we continue for disposition we self again strongly as an institution. We serious for sake of the fight against corruption. Key among the things that will happen 2023 now the New York Chancery building case where we indict 5 Sierra Leoneans and 1 American citizen. That case then a court. 2023 we do Scorpion Squad raids. We monitor a lot of projects and programs, including the World Bank funded, World Bank Government of Sierra Leone funded social safety net, and now productive social safety net and youth empowerment. We say we did it for ensure the beneficiaries when poor vulnerable people maybe then receive the money then we government and World Bank say they give them, and nobody not pull funding pandemic money then they, and that has been a very successful project. We don't make World Bank don't commit another $51 million to the PSS NYE, and we don't begin roll down the out. 2023 corruption prevention was key of our activities in terms of our national anti-corruption strategy at the end this year. But as we commemorate the day, we now the 9th Saturday, tomorrow we'll get sponsored health walk. What would they call we partners them? We they unite and work against corruption across the streets of Freetown from Taylor Cummings Garden, Ayakot Tree, right on to Aberdeen, with the worker in strength for indicate to the corrupt people, say, this is a united Sierra Leone, and we don't want corruption for there, and corruption not go divide we, and we are resolved to fight corruption. So, while we they march, we're not to march, walk, now like we the exercise. While they do the health work, we therefore they do promotion on anti-corruption days, and the relevance of that day, and why people for be involved in the fight against corruption.
What did you go say now the most challenging thing in the fight against corruption na Salon?
Corruption itself is a challenge. I think it's the greatest challenge we have as a nation. Why? Then they divide we, they corrupt, get access to resources. So what thing they do? Then they recruit some of we compatriots and utilize existing divides, like political divide. For say, when we they hold them to account than our politics. Some man don't even begin use tribe. Now we mean that this tribe now make na me they arrest. Why other people they do corruption, they not arrest them. But when that man thief that money, no cry and go na in home and put on the barrier say I don't thief. On all me fambude on account of Shiba. No politician not thief yet, he can go na in party office. He go back and they say I don't thief 100 million. On account let with Shiba. So there is every attempt on the part of the corrupt for divide we. So thing then like ACC, they only run after the opposition. They not they run after corruption. They happen under this government in watch. We're not so true at all. Out of the over 40 billion we don't recover, more than half of that now for corruption incidents them will happen after 2018. As I don't have they talk, nobody know the jail for corruption will happen before 2018. How many former ministers we don't charge to court? How many former political appointees we don't charge to court?
How many current one again when I don't charge?
In fact, the one who don't charge to court current, the more than former.
Give me an example.
SLMA, 2 executive directors, Sarah Bendu and Posoba Masakwe. We charge them in succession. Now President Bio appoints them. We charge them in succession. As I talk, Soriba Samura and King, commissions of inquiry money, where then give them for go do sensitization. Ministry of Information will command them. We then give them for do sensitization around the commissions of inquiry before they start. They misappropriate that money, 220 million. We charge them to court, the court convicts them, then appeal and conviction, then lost the conviction, then they jail and they don't pay the money. Yeah.
Many thanks to Ijenuina this edition of One on One. In name na Sylvanus Blake, the Public Relations Officer for the Anti-Corruption Commission. Thank you, Ikaya this net.
It's a pleasure, and I always like for there.
All right, and many thanks to Una always join with throughout the broadcast. One for say plenty thank you to Una. We Una follow this particular edition of One on One. I this edition go left Una plenty thank you to the technical team, and yourself we continue for like and share all the Liberty Online platform them. So till we meet again, me na Mabel Kabade say get yourself a wonderful night and stay safe. Goodbye.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
As people, it seems as if we not even learn shit at all.
Plenty finger pointing that happened after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring West come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those South Salon they want a two tax, and a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets will assure we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.